Denby Mental Asylum opened its doors for the first time in 1848 for up to 200 patients, but by the 1900s it was home to a staggering 1,537 people, all with mental health issues that would eventually be treated by some of the most barbaric procedures in medical history. Now, lobotomies were touted as a miracle procedure and consisted of removing parts of the brain in order to calm patients who suffer from things like schizophrenia, depression and bipolar disorder.
It's said that the practice known as a prefrontal lobotomy was just one of the procedures used to help treat those considered to be insane. To perform a lobotomy, electroshock therapy would often be used in conjunction with it, and then the doctor would use a pick-like instrument to force a hole into the sockets behind the eye, and then once through, it would be used to sever the connections to the brain. However, the procedure has since been stopped and replaced by antipsychotic medicines.
Fast forward to 1995 and the hospital closed its doors for good and has stood empty ever since.
When you first see Denby, its overpowering structures and sheer size does scream haunted, but is it?
The reason I'm here is to finally put rest to the many stories of ghosts, ghouls, demons, poltergeists and everything else that's said to walk these halls of this huge place. And when I say huge, I mean huge.
The asylum is that big that it has its own gasworks, farm, church, mortuary and everything a hospital would want in order to provide much needed care. As a matter of fact, it's so easy to get lost in the structures, which I found out later on while searching around the buildings.
Now, if you've watched Curiosity before, what I'm about to say will be no surprise to you. But for those who haven't, I'm gonna let you into a little secret. When I come back tonight, I'm going to be all alone, which means no crew, no backup, just me. Well, as you can see, I've now arrived at Denby Mental Asylum. It's 12 o'clock at night. It's very dark, it's very cold, so let's get on with it to see what ghosts we can find, if any. Now I've got the recorder in my hand as well, only because it keeps going off, so it's because I had it in my pocket before anybody starts saying it's all ghosts and stuff. It's not. Because I had it in my pocket and it was switching it off.
The thing is, with a lot of paranormal videos of this type, people take every noise, shadow and grainy image as evidence in order to prove that there is something. And the evidence they supply is as flimsy as a prostitute's nightdress.
Now, I genuinely am lost, which is not hard for me if you've watched Curiosity before. Loads of little like nooks and crannies. I've already been down here once. Like I said, the place itself is absolutely massive. And it does make you wonder, when they leave these places, you know, why they just leave them the way they are. Now, for those who haven't watched Curiosity before, basically what I do is I walk around the buildings to see if there is any sign of any paranormal behaviour. I don't believe in using all the equipment that everybody else uses, for the simple reason is people that see ghosts a lot of the time don't have any equipment, so I don't see why I need any. If there is anything here, I'm pretty sure it'll let me know, and that's exactly how it works. Let's go out here, see what's the story in Ballamore is out here. Right, let me just turn this out so you can see me. Right, there you go. The thing is, when you do things like this and you're on your own like me, you have to watch out exactly where you're walking, because if anything happens to me, I've got no one to call, apart from my wife. But if I'm seriously injured, my wife is not going to ring anybody until God knows what time, because I've said to her, if I haven't contacted you by 12 o'clock, then you know, you need to start the ball rolling. She knows exactly where I am, but I just put myself in these situations all the time because I love it. Now, in all the time I've been doing this sort of thing, I can honestly say there's only been once where I've been stumped to what I've actually saw. And I didn't actually see it on the time, you know, at the actual time when it happened. And that was at Delamere Forest School. If you haven't seen that, it's quite interesting to say the least. Something just floats out and then floats right into the wall. What it is, I don't know. Could be dust, I suppose, but it really didn't look like dust. It came out of nowhere and it just disappeared. But that's the only thing. I've never seen anything else. Now, still not sure where I am. It all looks completely different in the dark. Really does look different in the dark. So, not 100% sure whereabouts I am.
If there are such things as ghosts, why does Uncle Bob, who died a few months ago, not come up to you in the street and tell you there is life after death? Instead of hiding in the shadows, throwing things at people, off camera by the way, and then talking through a medium called Gypsy Rose, whose real name is Tracy from Bolton. But by saying that, there are some people who will instantly say that I'm a non-believer and use this as an excuse to explain why I never see a ghost. So, maybe that's the reason I've never seen Santa Claus. Oh, it all makes sense now. But, I suppose to answer that question, I guess I should say, if I see anything, I'll question what it is instead of just jumping to conclusions.
Oh, literally gone round in circles. Right, so I'm back to the beginning. You recognise that? God, that seemed like it was ages. Right, so I need to try and find my way back round. Going through the buildings. Still not sure where the hell I am. Let's go this way. Oh, big broken floor. Big broken ceiling. Just turn that off. Right, hopefully you can see me. This is where they had the fire. Apparently somebody set this alight. Now, I think this used to be some sort of ballroom. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know whether I'm getting mixed up with somewhere else. But they made a hell of a mess, which is a shame really, because like I said, it's a lovely building, or it was a lovely building, and you can tell that a mile off. The architecture is absolutely amazing. It really is. And like I said, it's big, very big. So big that I'm getting lost, because like I said, at night time everything looks completely different. I mean, I had a quick recce during the day, as you've seen, but at night time it's that big you just get lost. Let's carry on. Oh, we've got stairs. Remember when I said it was dangerous? There you go. Right, there's a big hole over there. I'll just go really careful here. Ooh, the stairs are rotting. I thought I heard something then, but it is an old building, so...
Whoa, let's stop right here. Now, I must have gone through this quite a number of times and didn't see anything, but then this caught my eye. It's like a dark shadow moving up. Can you see it? Now let me take away the arrow and then you can have a look again. Now, as usual, I didn't see anything when I was there, despite the place being well creepy. I mean, this place, it is a bit creepy, and I think that's because it's so big. But what is it? It appears and then disappears just as I'd heard the noise. Let's zoom in. And let's zoom in again. What is it? What is that? That's for you to decide.
Carry on, because I can't hear it now. We're actually on the top floor. Because there's big holes like this all along, I'm a bit nervous in case I fall through. I must admit, stuff like this isn't for the faint-hearted. One, because it's dark. Two, you need the right equipment. Three, if you do fall through, you're going to be in deep shit. And that goes for me as well. But why do I do it? I haven't got a clue. I think I just like the thrill. Right, let's go down these stairs. Just keep going around in circles. I think some people would call me a thrill seeker. Other people would call me an idiot. Other people would just call me a wanker. Hey, but I am what I am. Is that tunnels?
Yes, it was. And with my little adventure head on, off I went. A fat little old dude on a mission into the unknown.
Just climb down them ladders that were kind of put there by somebody.
Now surely, if I was going to find anything creepy, it would be in the tunnels that run right under the whole asylum.
Oh yes, and we're on. We're in some tunnels.
For some of us, the older you get, the slower your body responds. The only thing is that in our minds we still feel 18, but it's our bodies that let us down. However, if you still have that spirit of adventure, then you can still enjoy the unknown, but just at a slower pace, with the creaks and cracks of the old buildings that now mix with the creaks and cracks of your old bones. But that's never stopped me.
You can hear that noise, it sounds like something being let down because of the suit that I've got on. Got my waders on. Looking like it's collapsed there.
Come to places like this and you're an overweight man who's nearly 50 years old. It's almost like a workout, just without the expensive fees. But to be honest, I'd rather be doing this than sat at home watching Jeremy Kyle. No offence, Jezza. Anyway, back on with it.
Side's blocked. What a shame.
When something like this stops you and you think all hope is lost, just look for an alternative route.
I can see me getting lost down here. Oh, what's all that red shit? Ooh. But it's not blood. Oh look, another random room. Oh, in a bed. People's names on it. Right. So there's nothing down this side of the tunnel. Let's see what's down the other side. This is why you don't put your best clothes on. Really, I should have brought a mask for this, but it is what it is. Oh look, an old shoe.
The tunnels in Denby are vast and very dark and dangerous, but it does make me wonder how many secrets tunnels like these actually hold.
Oh. Now this is where I'm seriously going to start getting lost now, innit? It all adds to the excitement. Oh, a bat.
Now I have to admit, I've never seen a bat close up in the wild. Every time I've seen them, they've been flying through the sky. But they're the cutest things I've ever seen. Not how they're portrayed in the vampire films at all. Or is that just their ploy?
Oh.
Do they come up behind you and stick it in your neck?
Let me put my torch out so we don't frighten him. See if we can get any. I can't even see without my glasses on. There he is. Oh, he's got a family, look. There we go. Leave them to it.
Like every episode of Curiosity, if I find something, I do nothing. I just look at it and then move on. If other people would do the same, then everything would be a lot more interesting and there would be nicer places to visit.
What's in there? Oh, it's the outside. Oh, and a wheelchair. Which way do I go? That way? Let's just have a quick look this way because it's looking a bit dead-endy. If that's even a word. Rolf Harris. Yeah, that's enough to scare anybody. Lift. I'm presuming it doesn't work, but we'll try it anyway. No. Nothing at all. Apart from the raindrops. Nothing. I can see what's going to happen here. People are going to be going like that. Yeah. Gary went missing on a haunted expedition. It's actually reminding me of them tunnels from Hostel. You know, the film Hostel. That's what it's reminding me of. Okay. I mean, anything here? Nothing. Is there anybody here? Is there anybody here? Is there any spirits that want to speak to us? If there is, make a noise. If there is, make a noise. Nothing. Just turn that out. Okay, I've given it a right good go, as you can see. Time is now 4 o'clock. It's still dark, obviously. Nothing happening, nothing going on. No ghosts, no ghouls, no demons, no poltergeists, nothing. So all those stories that this place is haunted, in my opinion, is rubbish. I haven't seen anything at all. I haven't heard anything at all. I haven't felt anything at all. So all those people that keep coming here saying they're getting ghosts, and I must be the unluckiest person alive.
Now let's stop again. Yes, I didn't see anything at the time of filming, but remember this? Any idea what that may be? I'm not saying it's a ghost or anything paranormal, but it's something that I can't explain. Can you?
So, that's me signing off. That's Curiosity. And remember, do something that scares you.